There is a town where a lot of people work. At the corner of the city, there is a hospital. At night, no one traveled there. A new nurse, Leasa, was assigned to this hospital. She was kind and worked well with patients. Every day, she did the day shift. But one day, she received an email informing her that she had been assigned to the night shift next week. She chuckled and quickly replied with a yes, feeling a thrill of excitement as she had never worked a night shift before. The next week, she started her night shift. It was quiet as there weren't many patients in the ward. She supported the doctors, and her partner nurse was also very kind. The second night, however, was cold, and the weather was not good. A small rain drizzled outside. Her supportive nurse told Leasa, "I'm feeling sick, so I'll go to the restroom." Leasa said, "No issue, you go and rest." She then continued her work with the patients. As time passed, it neared midnight. Leasa felt a bit sleepy, but she couldn't sleep. Suddenly, in the dimly lit hospital corridor, she saw a woman approaching. Something felt off. Leasa couldn't tell if the woman was walking or floating. The woman moved eerily slow, her head slightly tilted, long hair covering part of her face. The dim overhead lights flickered slightly as she drew closer. Leasa hesitated. Was this a patient? She took a cautious step forward and asked, "Ma'am, do you need help?" The woman didn't respond, but slowly turned her head towards Leasa. Her hollow, dark eyes locked onto her, and an unnatural grin stretched across her face. It was as if she was amused by the question, as if she had been waiting for someone to ask. Then, with an eerie slowness, she lifted a thin, pale hand and pointed toward one of the empty rooms. A deep, suffocating chill crawled down Leasa's spine. The woman's feet hovered inches above the ground, swaying slightly, and as she turned her gaze back to Leasa, her face twisted, her mouth stretched too wide, her skin sagged unnaturally. Something was very, very wrong. Trying to remain calm, Leasa turned to call the doctor. But as she turned back, the woman was gone. Her pulse quickened. Maybe it was just her imagination. Maybe fatigue was playing tricks on her. Determined to shake it off, she resumed her work, but a few minutes later she heard faint whispers echoing through the hallway. The voice was soft, almost like a breath. "Help me," it said. Leasa's hands trembled as she gripped the chair in front of her. It was coming from the empty room where the woman had pointed. Slowly, she walked towards the room, pushing the door open with a hesitant hand. The air inside was colder than the rest of the hospital. The room was empty, just a single hospital bed covered with a white sheet. But as she stepped inside, the door suddenly slammed shut behind her. Leasa gasped and turned around. The door wouldn't budge. Her breath came faster. Then, in the reflection of the small window, she saw it, the same woman standing behind her. This time, her face was fully visible, pale and hollow, eyes sunken, lips stitched shut with dark threads. A sharp scream rose in Leasa's throat, but before she could let it out, the woman raised a finger to her lips, signaling for silence. The lights flickered violently, and suddenly the whispers turned into loud cries of pain. Leasa felt the air around her turn heavy, pressing against her chest. Just then, the door burst open, and the other nurse rushed in, looking concerned. "Leasa, are you okay?" she asked. Leasa turned around, but the ghostly woman was gone. Leasa, shaking, tried to explain, but the other nurse only gave her a strange look. "This room has been empty for years. No patients are assigned here," she said hesitantly. "But 20 years ago, a nurse mysteriously disappeared here during her night shift. Some say she never left." A cold chill ran down Leasa's spine. She looked around the empty room once more. On the bed, the white sheet had been disturbed, shaped as if someone had just been lying there. From that night onward, Leasa never felt alone during her shifts. Even when the corridors were empty, she could feel someone watching, waiting, whispering. And every time she passed the room, she could hear it, a soft, ghostly voice. "Help me."